Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Cheetah, cheetah. Ready.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Fight, 97. Steal, check, steal. Ready?
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watcher, sit. Ready.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check you. 22 middle. Hey, go steal. Check, huh?
First down, here's Mitchell. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Like blue.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Yellow blue. Red cycle.
Here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Fight 60. Black shot. 6. Level. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Trouble 38.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Okay,
A
ready?
false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
52. Claws red. Trail green.
Now Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They go with a shot. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
52 blaster. Right. Go. Here's Yellow. Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
560. Smash, red. Blue striker.
Lance now to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On play action, Lance.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete.
Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Green back.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Check back.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Come on, 38. Go. Red, yellow. Cluster, 6.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Throwing now is Lance. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. The kick by Gold is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Stafford now to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Right 2. Black ultra.
The Lance going to throw.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Black shot. 6, 7, claw red. 4-3 rail. Rail green. Steel black. Ready.
Working from the gun, Lance.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
And cycle. Right, white. Yellow. Ready?
Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Ready.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to top. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Stafford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Let's go. Fight, 97.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. And he's going to go down again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
to return it.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the ball. On the ball. Shot. 17. 43 rail.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Ready.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
Out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Blue striker.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down at Stafford.
That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Come on, 10. 10 cycles. Green back.
Now Lance completes it to the tight end Kittle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Yellow. Blaster, 6.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Going for it all. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, 29 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
52 blaster. Red cycle. Ready?
And Lance now to throw.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Black shot. 6. Better.
To throw, it's Lance.
And this complete to Mitchell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready, play.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Triple 38. Claws red.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Steal. Check steal. Stay.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Throwing now is Lance.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Rams are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Going right back to Akers.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Stafford.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
52.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Able to find Gray here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Williams to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
One last throw here for Stanford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Niners, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz